Yo, what's up guys? This is Fafnir Wagio. This is my 7th place, first regional top Goblin Bikers deck profile. There is already a profile out there by Reaper Wiz on YouTube. I just want to post for the sake of it so I can look back and just know that like I did that. I went 3-2 overall. Which isn't that great, but I had a good time, and like I just played this for fun, pivoted from purely, which was what I wanted to play, but it just felt really bad. I won the mat. Was it round 1 was Voiceless Voice. I won 2-1 against that. Round 2, Crystal Beast Horus Nemesis Pile. I won 2-1 against that. Round 3 was a mega deck. It was Crystal or Fire King Fiends. I think Fire King, Fiendsmith, like pile with Deception and the Azamina. So I lost, I think 1-2 into that. So I took a game off, but you know I'm not familiar with it, and like I did take a game, but it's just so strong. Impulse is crazy. Round 4 was another Azamina Fire King pile, and same deal. I actually did worse into that. I got full Wallost for the first time because of him, and I kind of just didn't have a great play around it. I also misplayed with tactics. Round 5 was into Flu, and I went 2-0 against that, and that was okay. Like that was better. We'll get into a profile now. 3 Goblin Bikers going wild. If I have no monsters, or if I only have goblins, I can normal summon without tribute. On summon, normal or special, I special level 4 lower goblin from deck. And so this card's insane. Helps get your Doug Charger and or other names to help extend. You could play 2. I like 3 because if I open that plus another starter, or like a free starter that doesn't take normal summon, it's insane value. 3 Doug Charger, need 3. Searches your spell traps on summon and can detach material from the field to summon himself. So card crazy. I like the card. You could play 2, but you need to see your continuous spell. So I would keep it at 3, wouldn't change it. 2 Me Merciless. On summon, summons a dude from hand, and then during my main phase, if he's in grave, I detach to revive himself. And I can detach from anywhere on either field, but he's banished when I lose the field. I wouldn't play more or less at this, like the perfect ratio. Saw it when I needed to, got it when I needed to. Card's really good to extend from hand. Not playing 2 guide, so that's why there's 2. And I had no complaints about it. Next, do Clagger Splitter. On summon, I revive a guy, which is really important mid to late game. It's also a reborn on the opponent's turn by using one of their materials, so it's good in that regard because I can play on the opponent's turn, summon, have him summon him, have him summon another guy, and then potentially have that monster summon it or search something. Really good. Again, perfect ratio, and actually the summon from grave on the opponent's turn came up. No complaints. 1 Boommock can summon itself by detaching from either field while it's in my hand or grave, and then it's a quick effect but locks the following turn to use the effect. So kind of like Mirror J while he's on field if you don't reset it. You search it, you can search it like if you already have what you need, and there's no complaints with it. It's also disruption with Big Bunga, so I've enjoyed it. You could possibly change it, I'm not sure though. Like it wasn't what gave me problems. 3 Gen, 1 Ken. Ideally you open Gen, you summon the Ken to the opponent's field, draw 2, pitch 1, fix your hand. Only came up a few times, I only saw it a few times. There's a game where I opened a Ken but not Gen. Or like I think I opened both of them, but I'm only on 1 Ken, so I have to summon the Ken, give them the Gen, discard 1 card from their hand. So This is a cool engine. It's actually helped me break a flu board by fixing hand. So yeah, no complaints with it. It's not mainstream, and you could play something else. I've thought about hugging it, but I'll probably experiment. Yeah. 3 Terratop, 1 Take Tomboard. Such a strong engine because it gets you Big Gabunga without normal, and it's all 1 card, and you can grab Gong Wild normal, Gong Wild effect, bring out Doug Charger, some search whatever you're missing spell trap support wise. Playing a second Take Tomborg is wrong, but it has crossed my mind. No complaints there. Level 3 extenders, Kage Muchinite, and a Psychic Wielder. This came in clutch. Kage Muchinite was nice for chain blocking on summon effects. So I really enjoyed Kage Mucha. Wielder also helped. Against Flu, like he had M-Pen and I started Terratop. I think it was Gen, Kage Mucha, Wielder, and I just went like summon Gen. He's like, in response to Gen, I'll flip the Dreaming Tongue to normal summon. And so he summoned Avion, and I like activated Tactics because he normal summon activate effect. He negated with Avion, which he used the Dreaming Tongue combo to get to. And then I used the 2 remaining dudes to summon a Grand Pulse, pop the field spell, and then I just spammed 4 level 3s on the field and made a Shuriken. So you could up the level 3 extender count, and it'd probably help you better. That's all the monsters, no hand traps, no, I don't own no Charmies, so that's that. Off to spells. 3 Grand Entrance, searches a goblin, and then I can, as an additional effect, detach a material from either field and summon a level 4 or lower goblin from hand. Insane, searches Gone Wild, searches your whatever piece you're missing. Did not complain or want to take out any extra copies. Card was really strong. Has a recursion effect in the grave, but I always forget about it because it just reads Roga. So I really like the card. 2 Grand Bash. I've seen lists where you only play 1 because you search it. I like the second, just grind game. If they get rid of the first, I'm kind of screwed out of, what is it, Gone Wild level manipulation, so I need it. And this card was insane the whole time. 2 normal summons, or additional normal summon the goblin. Gives 300 to all goblins for every goblin I control. So if I have 3 goblins, it gives all 3 goblins 900. Level modulates. Insane. You can rank 6, you can rank 9 if you have the setup, but I just like rank 3s, so that's that. I enjoy 2, I don't mind 2. Next is Goblin Biker Grand Breakout. This is E-Telly by sacking a monster, and then it has a grave effect that never came up for me. Card is insane. You just summon any dude you're missing, and it helps you with comboing, helps you grab what you're missing, gets rid of things. You could tactics, steal something, use it, tribute it, and then, yeah, you could play a 3rd. I have thought about it. I don't know. Card's insane. Off to non-engine. 3 Thrust, 3 Tactics, 1 Call by 1 Duster. Thrust was a little mid. It came up once, so it was good to have it. It helped me win a match, so I liked it. But like, if I'm not searching engine, the only thing I can really search is Talents or Duster. So there's that. And Tactics was insane the whole weekend. Someone had to judgment it, which was like really funny, but I ended up losing because of that. But Tactics is just reads draw 2, and you could not really hope for more. I hand ripped once, and I shouldn't have. Like, I honestly really shouldn't have tried to rip from hand. I should just drew 2 under Fu Walos and attempted to set up a better board, but I didn't, and it cost me. But I didn't know the matchup, so player knowledge as well. I think I opened like this into voiceless voice, and I just went attempt to search, and he ashed with a low on field, and I was just like, or draw two, grab, or it was like, oh no, it was tactics. Let me see your hand. Put draw back. I'm gonna thrust, grab Duster, activate Duster, pop his continuous spells. So insane. Callboy, I think came up once, but you'd rather have it always. One armor Gixies and one full armor Gixies. You search both of these, and I'll show like a cool application after. This is kind of win more, so you can probably cut this. You need this to extra destruction. And I would only probably change armor Gixies. I enjoyed full armored. And one Goblin Biker Grand Stampede. I'm allowed to exceed something using only goblins for any exceeds on either turn, and it's also imperm, but I only get one effect per turn and only once that turn. So if I have all my engine spell cards, I can search this. It would have came up once, but I was winning already, so maybe I don't need this. I don't know. It's just there in case, because you open a lot of weird hands. Extra deck. One Goblin Bikers, or Goblin's Crazy Beast. It detaches 2 from my field, takes a spell trap on the field, makes it material. And that's a quick effect. And if something would be destroyed, I detach a material instead. And finally, if it's in my grave, once a duel, I can attach a goblin from my graveyard to it and summon it. Didn't come up. My only rank 6, and it probably could have been like a link monster, so it was okay. Like, yeah. One Troika Griari. I just want to have it, and it ended up being really mid instead of like a link monster, so I could cut it for something more playable. Parch, just whatever. Like, it's funny, the attack direct. If it has 3 more materials, all my goblins can attack direct, but it never came up. Super win more. Didn't need it, but just playing it because it's a name. 2 Goblin Biker Big Gabunga. Absolutely needed for engine. You get at least 2. Is your really big part of engine, because I'm allowed to search a goblin on summon. And so that's really good, because you grab your missing piece, and then if it sees a material detached, it targets the opponent's monster and makes it a material. Really integral part of end boards. It also will gang off with a continuous spell, so it's swing for 27 easily at times, which doesn't seem like a lot, but we have a bunch of small rank 3s, so anything for more damage and disruption. One of Shuriken. This helped me win game 1 against Flu, because I spammed the 4 level 3s like I mentioned earlier and just summoned this. It's a monster negate. It's your OTK nibbler because it can swing for every material it has, so I literally had my 4 level 3s, overlaid all 4 into a Shuriken, swung into the Kang I gave to the Flu player, when gained 200, so it was at 23, and then it went 25 direct, 27 direct, and 29 direct for lethal. Really, really good OTK nibbler, mandatory. Our only time card was Grangosaurus. I got this card at top at a regional in 2024. If it just runs over something in battle, I detach and burn for 1,000. Never came up, but I just wanted to have it, and it was a semi-decent, I say decent with quotation, rank 3 that could have came up, so it's good to have it. Good to get Grangosaurus atop. One of the first ever Exceed monsters that we all played with as kids, so that was cool. One Super Quango Mech Beast Grand Pulse. It's a MST, and doesn't care if it's a field spell or not. I just detach one target back row, pop it. And so I summoned this against Flu, detach, pop the field spell, got rid of the field spell. I could normal summon a Gang with continuous spell. I activated the quick play, sacked this off to summon a new guy. So it was insane, because he was gonna probably do something that would have prolonged the game. So that was awesome. Cicada King, this is Imperm on legs. and also like can switch battle positions when it negates. So you could summon an attack, swing, and then you can detach, negate something, and then force itself to defense mode. Mega is part of an end board. Came up, you just want to have it, and so it actually helped against Fire King. Like they summoned Dash, and I just negated and then took it with Big Bunga. So good. No complaints for Cicada King. Next, number 49, Fortune Tune. Cannot be targeted. If it would be destroyed, I detach one. And then if it's destroyed, it shuffles 2 3s into the deck along with itself to the extra. And then every standby, I gain 500. This could be a time card in theory, but it was for breaking boards. I would just summon it. They couldn't do anything. I swing, and then I just slap a Zeus on top and send the board away. Help me break 3 or 4 boards by itself. Card was really good. No complaints. Insane board breaker. Number 75, Bamboos and Gossip Shadow. Your anti-nib extra deck card. I detach 2 when the opponent activates the monster effect, and the effect becomes both players draw 1 card. Can just be a disruption too. It helped me win a game against Azania, Fire King, Snake Eye. So good. Only time I ever really made it, because they're summoning Big Bunga first always, and no complaints with it. Our full Emerald Xyz package. In my opinion, you need an engine that can push out damage and disruption, and that's this engine. You start with Armor Torpedo, just any 2 3s. We've seen it, but you don't have to draw with this because you can detach the material. And so that was my application. Is sometimes I would just summon this and then just immediately go full Armor Fortress, and then I can detach 2, have 1 material left, search my bricks, and then go effective with Biker, detach the remaining. And it's just an extender in that way, and that's amazing. And then full armor Dark Knight Lancer. If a card becomes equipped, it targets the opponent's monster and makes it an Xyz material. Gains 300 for every material and equip card. So if I'm like this, I go trap effect, equip this from grave. This will target take, and then this will gain 2,500. It probably has 1 material, so it's an additional 600. So it's gaining 3,100, going to 5,900. And then the anti-targeting protection actually came up once, where they were attempting to target with, like, I think Voiceless Continuous Trap to blow up my card, and I was just like, you can't target because of this. And they're just like, well, okay. So no complaints there. Unique as part of your end board. And last 2 cards in extra, Downward Zeus. Zeus was amazing all weekend. Cleared so many big fields, like 10. I'd Zeus for like 10 cards, and it would just swing things back in my favor. There's only one time where it got like SP'd and I couldn't interact, so Zeus was amazing. Downward was one more. You could cut this for other cards like Lynx and whatnot, or like a Typhon, honestly. I never needed Typhon all weekend, but Downward into the boards you're playing into now, it's like if I summon it, they're just like SP. So Downward was in what I exactly needed. That was a lot of my extra, or like big parts of my extra deck for like, I don't need this card, or I could summon maybe something better, but I just like Xyz, and I would ideally keep just playing Xyz. Off to sideboard. Through Joel, no searching. Just ends turns. I stopped the Crystal Beast in round 2 from setting up their god board because I just rolled immediately on their first search. So card came in clutch, helped me win overall. 3D barrier, Voiceless Voice, declared ritual, they pass turn, set up my board. Yeah. And you could declare fusion against Azamina too. That was really good because he went hollow and I was just like fusion. And he's just like, well, and then he ended up scooping Lager that turn. 3 Imperm. Just something to thrust into. I only ever saw it in once or twice, and I never ended up thrusting into it. And I opened it against Flu game 2, but he open, no engine, and I was just gonna kill him next, or yeah, I was gonna kill him on the follow-up. So Imperm was okay. 3 Daruma Cannon. I don't think I saw good once, so it could have been Nib. I think anti-Tempai 2, which was the idea behind it. Just something to blanket possibly out towers, but towers wasn't a concern. So yeah. Yeah, Canyon was okay. And then 2 Wabaku for Tempai. I couldn't find Threatening Roars in any of my cards, and there was 2 Tempai players there last weekend, so I wanted Wabaku to not die. You would always play Threatening Roar over this though, because they can still go Hydra Swing, damage to Summon Gang Roku, or I probably have that backwards, but you get the idea, and just set up their full board. Seal's Pass broken, so Mossgark Anti-Spell. This won me game 2 against Crystal Beast, because he was like, I set my board, I set one, he's like, alright, draw, I'm like, stand by, and he's like, yeah, we'll go next. And card crazy. No complaints about anti-spell, no complaints about deep barrier draw. Daruma was just in case. You probably want a Nib for Fire King, which is not even good because Sylvia Fusion. So I'm not even sure what to play. I don't own Impulses, I don't own Molcharmies, so like you could ideally just Molcharmies. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I would definitely change either the Thrust, maybe the Gens and Kens for level 3 extenders. This is good for fixing hands, because that was the one problem, is I don't really have consistency cards. I'm not playing Prosby because it's a one of, and you just don't want to rely on that, or you want the options. So yeah, overall pretty happy with my 3-2. Like, when the deck was running and I needed things, it did what I wanted to, exactly what I wanted it to do. Maybe an extra quick play to get whatever I'm missing from Henshin. I didn't have too many Imperm Veiler, and would be like, darn, I wish I had the quick play. So that's my thoughts and my deck profile. I got the mat. I'm super happy. I was super hyped. Here's the improving. Alternative cards you could play. These definitely. This just, if I have level 3 summon, and if I summon the level 3 summon, if I normal level 3. So good extenders, Roga, so you can search your Gens or your Kage Mutras, and then you can set this off of Thrust if you still want to play it, and then Foolish for me Merciless, or no, Clagger Spugger. So you can like dump Charger and revive with Clagger Spugger by summoning Clagger Spugger. So just some thoughts. You could definitely play Molcharmies. I don't own them. I'm probably not going to own them for a long time. So just gas, and then you hope with sideboard that it can cover the weak points. So thanks for watching. Again, shoutouts to Reaper Wiz on YouTube. He also played in that event with me, and we both got our top 8, and he actually got his invite on Dragon Link in 2024 of October. And so that was insane to see, just because it was like, I thought you died and my death was over exaggerated. Like, just, yeah. Shoutouts to him. He's an insane player. I asked him if I could deck profile, and he's like, yeah, of course. And so I'm super thankful. This profile is already out there, but I just want to post for you guys and to share that what I did on my own, just on the spot. Have fun, be safe. Thank y'all. Peace out.